Yes, boys and girls, hope all of you are doing well today. Welcome back to another video on the channel. And listen, man, I'm still happy. I'm still very happy after Saturday night, and I think most of you Chelsea fans would be as well. I'm still buzzing. As I say, no one gave us a chance in that game, and we've left with 3 points against the Premier League champions. Like, it doesn't get much better than that. And the way it went down as well, a last-minute equaliser from Willian Esteval, our new young talent from Brazil, his first Premier League goal. It's just scenes. It's just scenes. But eventually, the calm and the gas does have to die down eventually. So give it maybe tomorrow. I might have calmed down a bit. But I just wanted to just to add, just to develop on the Liverpool game. Just like, what does this actually mean for Chelsea going forward now? What does it mean for Enzo Maresca? And what does it mean for the players? Because I think there's a lot of positives to take out of this game, despite like a slightly rocky start to the season. Obviously, going into the game, we only had 2 wins out of 6 in the Premier League, and one of them was against a not battered, but like a poor West Ham team, and one was against Fulham, where you could argue so the referees were in our favour. But we move. Before we get any further, if you guys could smash the like button and hit that subscribe button, that'd honestly mean the world to me. You're gonna get daily videos. I'm gonna start going live as well. I started going live before, and then it kind of slacked off a bit. We're gonna start going live more regularly now. We're gonna have more guests on this channel, and you're gonna see me on other channels as well. You're gonna see me on the Football Terrace a bit later as well. But 2-1 against Liverpool at Stamford Bridge. As I say, we were not the favourites going into that game whatsoever. Liverpool were the clear favourites, despite their recent run of form. They've now lost 3 out of 3, and Liverpool fans are starting to get onto Arne Slot. I don't think they want him out, but they're just starting to get onto him. But I feel like a result like this against the Premier League champions, where it wasn't a smash and grab, in my opinion, we absolutely played brilliantly throughout the entire course of the game. Maresca managed the game correctly, got it spot on, and I praised Maresca in my last video. I'll continue to praise him in this video as well. Like, it's gonna give a massive confidence boost to these young players as well. Like Willian Esteval to come on, and the impact he had in that game was absolutely brilliant. Apologies, something fell down. The impact he had on that game when he came on, driving at players, running at players, every single time a Chelsea midfielder had the ball, whether it be Lavia, whether it be Caicedo, whether it be Enzo, they'd always look to give it to him because they know he is the danger man. He's going to be the one to like either win a penalty in the box, win a foul, draw fouls, or get past the player. And to get that goal at the end, where he proper slid in, showed that he wanted it. The 97th minute, literally the last minute of the game. And now he's going into, we're going to get into the run of fixtures in a second, but he's going into these next couple of games where he might have even cemented himself as a starter in this team now. Because, listen, Neto had a brilliant game. Garnacho had a good game, in my opinion. Got at Conor Bradley. Conor Bradley had to come off because he was booked. But I just think the impact he's had, he has to start now. He has to start. And I think he's only going to get better from here. Like, he's ready to play. He's only 18 and he looks more than ready. Physically, he looks good as well. So Esteval, for me, I'm excited. I'm really excited to see what more he has to show, especially in the Champions League as well, where he is going to be playing a Barcelona team with or without Lamine Yamal. I'm not sure if Lamine Yamal is going to be fit for it. When is it that we play? We'll get onto it in a second. But yeah, he's going to be playing Barcelona soon. So quality is going to be shown in that game. That's going to be the same way we had the Caicedo and Gravenberch debate in that Liverpool game. It's going to be the Esteval versus Yamal debate. Nah, I'm joking. But speaking of Caicedo, that's another player that we have to talk about because he, in my opinion, he is the best midfielder in the Premier League. And I think rival fans are starting to come to terms with it as well. The only people I've seen disagree with that is the Arsenal fans that will say Declan Rice. And I've seen Jamie Carragher on Sky Sports say Declan Rice as well. Which, listen, people are entitled to their opinion. Jamie Carragher gave a bit more of a understandable view as to why he might pick Declan Rice. I'll say understandable. He said about his passing as if Caicedo can't pass. But hey, but Arsenal fans will sit there and go, Rice is clear, like Caicedo doesn't exist. So I'll take no notice of them at all. But Caicedo, I've said this before. I don't think I've said it on this channel yet, but I've said it on other people's channels. I think even when Cole Palmer's fit, Caicedo is our best player. He's our most important player. Because listen, yesterday, I'm sure I wasn't the only one. Us Chelsea fans forgot about Cole Palmer. Like, we forgot the fact that Cole Palmer wasn't even there. Like, we breezed past Liverpool without him even there. But if Caicedo wasn't in that midfield, I don't think an Asugo, if he was fit, I don't think an Andre Santos, if he was fit, would be able to do the same job as a Caicedo winning the ball back, progressing the ball, passing the ball, and then wonderful shots as well from outside the box. We haven't actually got a player in our team, unlike maybe Cole Palmer, that's brave taking shots outside the box like he does. And every time he scores, more often than not, when he scores, it goes in as well. Brentford, Man United last season, was it last season? Yeah, last season. Obviously Liverpool, and Bournemouth in his first season, like the last game of the season. Like, this guy is just different gravy. I mean, when you talk about best midfielders in the world, I'm not going to go that far and say he's the best. Because obviously, there's the likes of Pedri, there's the likes of, I think Kimmich is a baller as well. But listen, he's just up there. He's just up there. I don't think there's a team in the world that he doesn't get into. I don't think there is. I think he'd get into the Barca team, he'd get into the Real Madrid team. So he's just different gravy. But if you talk about Enzo Maresca for a second, because I think he's the one that deserves the most credit for the way the game went down Saturday. And when many people like me who were doubting him, who were getting onto him for the way he managed prior games, like the Man Uniteds and the Brightons, and even the Lincoln Cities, if you want to put that in there as well. Like, I was getting onto him for the subs he made, the way he went negative. And obviously, slightly different circumstances. We didn't go down to 10 men in the Liverpool game. Funny enough, he got sent off at the end, which I don't agree with, by the way. Find it weird. But yeah, Enzo Maresca, he didn't settle for, even when Gakpo equalised, he didn't settle for the equaliser. He didn't settle for the 1-1 against the Premier League champions. He went for the game at Stamford Bridge. He changed the entire front three, brought on Mark Yu, so he might even get sacked now that they can't send him out on loan. He brought on Estevao, as I say, and he brought on Gittins. Gittins, I thought, had quite a big impact as well, despite him having a shaky start to his Chelsea career. But yeah, he went for the game, and he brought on Lavia on, which I think was such an underrated move as well. Because what bringing on Lavia does, not only does it bring a bit of composure and calmness to the midfield when the game started to get a tiny bit scruffy in that area, but what it does is having Lavia and Caicedo as the double pivot, push Enzo higher up. It allows Enzo to press without the risk of us being like overrun in midfield, without us getting turned over, if that makes sense. So when he's pressing from the front, let's say he doesn't win it, and then he's out of position, you've got Caicedo and Lavia there. So that's why I think having Lavia, it's such a shame Lavia is an injury-prone player, because I think he's so crucial to this team. He allows us to press more. And even Mark Yu, when he came on, the amount of times he was pressing, trying to force a mistake. Yes, it didn't obviously come through, but he's just showing his intent. And I want to see Mark Yu get more minutes. Obviously, we're going to get into the fixtures and the upcoming fixtures in a second. We need to see him get some minutes because, as I say, João Pedro yesterday didn't play badly, but you could tell he's playing through an injury and he looks a bit tired. He does look a bit tired. So he does need a rest at some point. He did get, I think Lincoln was his only rest this season, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, he needs a bit more rest. But yeah, Enzo Maresca and the celebration at the end, it just reminded me of Jose, and it reminded me of Tuchel against Tottenham. It's a shame the Tuchel under Tottenham one didn't actually result in a win. We got cheated out that game, but we move. But yeah, he deserves to celebrate like that, man. As I say, I don't know why he had to get sent off and then why he can't talk to the press afterwards, which just doesn't make any sense. Game's gone soft. Game has gone soft, boys. Game has gone soft. Nah. But yeah, Maresca, listen, if you keep that up, if you keep managing the game like that, me and you're going to get the full backing of the Chelsea fans. Like, as I say, I think people, especially on TikTok, people misunderstood what I said. I said I would be Maresca out if he carries on like this. Not like this, as in like the way he was managing like the prior games, like going negative, bringing on the negative substitutions, and he didn't even bring Tyree George on in that Liverpool game either. I clocked, and he gave the likes of Garnacho and Gittins a chance. So he's clearly learning. As I say, there's going to be the odd game where he might make mistakes in his managerial throughout the game. And that's fine. Like, there's going to be times in his career where the manager makes mistakes that might cost you a few points, and that's fine. As long as it doesn't happen on a regular occurrence, then it's fine. So Maresca, if you keep this up, we're going to have the support of the Chelsea fans. You want to see and you'll have my support definitely. I'm going to bring up Chelsea's next few fixtures. Bear me 1 second. So if we go into our next few fixtures, so Liverpool 2-1. So we've got Nottingham Forest on the 18th of October. So obviously we're in the international break now, so we've got 2 weeks to dwell on this win here. So Nottingham Forest against Ange's Forest, and they're struggling. Ange hasn't got a win yet, which, if you know Chelsea by now, he might come calling back. Let's hope that's not the case. But no, I think we'll beat Forest. And we've got Ajax in the Champions League. Now, one of the best Champions League fixtures ever that I've watched was that 4-4. And let's see if we can recreate that. But I think we'll beat this Ajax team. And then see here, we've got Sunderland, we've got Wolves, we've got Tottenham there, and then we've got Karabakh. I think Karabakh, and maybe even, you can maybe even argue Wolves in the cup, you could say games for the likes of Mark Q instead of João Pedro, because João Pedro needs rest. You can't play all these, because as I say, he's a human being as well as a footballer, and he will break down eventually. As I say, he's already playing through an injury, so he does need the rest. He does need the rest. And then I think all of these games here, they're all winnable. Like Forest, they've got Andrew struggling. We should win that. Ajax, I think, will win that. Sunderland, yes, they've had a good start to their Premier League, but we should win that. Wolves in the cup, I think they're bottom of the league right now, so should win that. Tottenham is still going to be an easy game, but then again, it is Tottenham, and I think last time we dropped points to them was 2023, if I'm not mistaken. And then Karabakh in the Champions League, we should be winning them as well. So overall, it's looking good, but we just got to hope. I'm not going to get carried away with this win. I still don't think we're in the title mix. I still don't think this win puts us back in the title mix. I think we're far from it. I think it's either going to be down out of Arsenal and City again, because if I'm honest, Liverpool I'm not really convinced with, despite the money they spent. But if we just carry on with this one form, we can't beating Liverpool and then going to lose to Forest, that it just puts the whole win out the window, in my opinion. We need to build on this. We need to build momentum, start earning these 3 points on a regular basis, and then we can start talking about where our season's going to take us. What cups are we going to win? Now, the EFL Cup, I want to go far in that, because we haven't won one of these domestic cups since 2018, if I'm not mistaken. Champions League, definitely want to go far in that, because you know what we're like in the Champions League. We tend to go far. I want to get to at least a semi-final. So we shall see. But let me know what you guys think about where the season is going to take us. And let me know what you guys think about Enzo Maresca now. But remember to smash the like button, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys soon.